friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing the Racing to Read book tag created by Raylene and Ariel for the Reading Rush 2020. The questions of this tag are created in the form of a marathon or a race, and the first question is a warm-up. What is a book that stretches your mind? The moment I heard this question, I immediately thought that I need to pick a non-fiction book. So I picked two non-fiction books for this one. The first one is the biography of Malcolm X, and the second one, They First Killed My Father by, I don't want to mispronounce her name, so this is her name. I firmly believe that non-fiction books stretches one's mind and broaden our horizons. The biography of Malcolm X, it talks about his life since he was a young boy and how he grew up, then entering prison and converting to Islam, then all the troubles that he faced, and in the end, his death. The second book, The First They Killed My Father, is about this little girl and her life in Cambodia during the Civil War or something like that, and the troubles that Cambodian faced during that time. Both of these books are really important to read, and they opened my eyes to things that I've never knew happened with other people, especially First They Killed My Father, because I never read anything about Cambodia, and her experience about what happened in Cambodia really is horrifying, and more people need to know about it. The second question is Startup, a book that you started but never finished. So I'm really good at DNFing books, some forever and some for a short while, with the intention to come back and finish reading them. I don't like to force myself to finish reading a book that I'm not enjoying or I'm not in the mood to read. One of the books that I've picked up and started reading but I didn't enjoy it, so I put it down 2 years ago and I never came back to complete it, is American Gods by Neil Gaiman. I was enjoying reading this book at the beginning, but I reached a point where I was shocked about the decisions that Neil Gaiman decided to make. So I put it down with the intent to finish it later, but I didn't pick it up, and it's been 2 years. I will read it eventually, but not in the near future. The second book and the most recent DNF for me, but I'm also intending to complete, is The Underground Railroad, because it was really hard for me to read about what was happening to African American people when they were enslaved by white Americans. The third question is a sprint, a book that you read very quickly. I really read many books very quickly, like graphic novels and short novellas. I most of the time finish reading them in one sitting or two sittings. And back in the day when I tried to read more poetry books, I finished them in one sitting too. My most recent quick read is No Exit by Taylor Adams. I read it in 2 days. The fourth question, marathon. What is your favorite long read? So I'm gonna cheat a little bit in here. I'm not gonna choose a book. I'm gonna choose a trilogy, and it is The Final Empire or the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. I really love this trilogy. It is one of my favorites, especially the last book. It is a long book, but it is the best book I've ever read in my whole life, and the ending was perfection. The fifth question, a book that had ups and downs. I understood this question as a book that had good parts and bad parts. It's for me all the light we cannot see, because there were many good parts in this book, a really good parts, and there were a really boring parts too. That's why I consider it a book with ups and downs. Question number 6, finish line, a book that you were proud to finish. It's for me The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. I finished it recently. It took me like more than a month to finish reading because it is humongous. I still didn't film and upload the review for this book. I will do it sooner or later. Question number 7, gold medal, the best book you've read during a readathon. I only participated one in a readathon. It was the Reading Rush when it was called Booktubeathon. And it was before I even was a booktuber. And the best book that I've read during that readathon is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. The 8th and final question, an underrated book that you wish got more attention, I can make a long ass video about all the underrated books that I really love and want more people to read. But for this question, I'm gonna pick 3 books. The first one is The Rest of Us Just Lives Here by Patrick Ness. I really love this book. It is really underrated and more people needs to read it because it is a quick, fun read. The second book is The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender. It has the most beautiful writing style I've ever read, and I really liked the ending. If you read this book, you know why I really like this ending, because it is unexpected. And the third and final underrated book that I'm gonna mention is The Storied Life of A.J. Fikri. It is about a man and his bookstore and a little surprise that was left for him. So that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. I know it is very short, but wait for the next week. My July reading wrap-up will be very long video. Please subscribe to see my future videos, leave a comment, and I will see you next time. Bye!